Hello, so this will be my first YouTube video that I'm actually going to do, and it's ways of paying off your student loans and trying to get as close to debt free as possible while still being able to get out and about and do things. So a little bit about me was I finished up a 5-year medical degree in osteopathy and finished with around 50,000-60,000 pounds worth of debt. This is from paying for the course and not working for the final 2 years. I qualified, and one of the best things I can recommend is take any job that's offered you in the field that you've just trained in, regardless of how far you have to travel. The simple case is you're going to need to take any sort of work to get any money coming in and start paying off these debts. One of the first things that I did was actually went to the bank, find out exactly how much money was owed, how much it would cost to pay it off immediately, and how much the actual payments were going to be coming off the total amount. The first 2 months I was quite shocked that if my monthly payment was £350, of that only roughly £20-30 was actually coming off of the total amount because of the way this loan was set up. One of the next things I personally did was really have a look at where your money's going, and if it means sitting down with a piece of paper, pen and paper, and writing down where it's going, you've got to do it. And it's quite shocking where it goes. Give an example was that morning coffee that's £2 or £3, you add it up over the week and you're hitting £10-15, you double it up over the month and all of a sudden you're up to £50-60 a month on coffees. So I simply just made it at home and got a travel mug, and there you go, that was £60 a month. One of the other really things I did was bought a bike and a local bus pass, and then wherever I went I took my bike with me and cycled, so I save on cabs and cars, used the local buses and got to know the timetables. Again, nothing wrong with that. Use that time to study, listen to podcasts, have a read, have a rest, and all worked out really well. One of the other things I did was get involved with just a local gym, and that way I found instead of mixing with people in bars and pubs and clubs, you attracted a healthier group of friends, and was a ready-made circle of friends that doesn't really cost a whole heap. And if you've got a trade or a skill that you can trade, even better. So I managed to get mine that it doesn't actually cost me anything, and I would just treat the owner of the gym. Other things that I looked at doing was phoning up your phone provider and just checking if you're on the best sort of plan or tariff, and you'll be amazed with just a phone call how much they'll drop it down. I did this with the internet as well, and any other sort of monthly subscription that you have. Phone them up, say you've got it cheaper somewhere else, and you'll be amazed. Even if it's just the price of the going paperless billing, it all adds up. One of the other big things I did was really have a look at your food that you're eating. I went vegetarian, and I was amazed at how much money I saved just on cutting out expensive meats. That's a personal preference. But really the big things were looking at your student loan, making sure how much money the payments are, and also where that's going, making sure it is actually coming off the capital amount and not just paying off years of interest. And sometimes it's a better course to take out another loan, pay the student loan off, and then you have the one smaller interest rate coming off. If you've got credit cards, do the same thing with them. And the other best thing I did was, if you are able to, was moving home or staying with friends while you're paying off the loans, and do double and triple payments off of the loan. Not always comfortable, but it's amazing how if you get rid of that amount of money coming in and it's gone off of your out of your account, how quickly that amount that you owe starts coming down. So for example, my one was due to, if I'd have took the maximum term, should have taken between 8 to 10 years to pay off. There's no way I was having that on me. So I got rid of mine in just under 2 years through following just some of these simple and basic steps. Not always easy, not always comfortable, but debt-free within 2 years, where most of my colleagues are still paying their loans off. Hell of a good thing to do. Anyway, sorry for rambling on, and any feedback appreciated. Take care.